Hello friends, in today's video we're going to be changing the strut on this Nissan Note 2007 model. So we're going to be changing the strut and the strut mount. Okay, so we're just going to crack on with it. There we go. Last clip removed. That's that out of the way. So the next way is to undo these two bolts. Okay, and this one here, that is a 16mm bolt, so we're just gonna lock it from here, and we're gonna use our 18mm socket on the nut, and we're gonna slacken it. Okay, so that's the top one loosened. Just gonna do the bottom one now. There we go friends, I've slackened off the nuts. That's one off. Just gonna do the bottom one now. There we go. Okay, just gonna keep them on. Right friends, so the next bit is to undo this drop link nut, and this is a 15mm nut. I'm just gonna do that. Just gonna lock the pin from the back of drop link. Just gonna take this nut off. There we go. So that's the linkage out of the way. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the bolts. So that's one. Just gonna do the other one. There we go. There we go friends. There we go. Nice and easy. So now we are done on the bottom side of the strut. So we're just gonna release it from the top now. There are 3 bolts. Right, so we're using a 13mm socket to undo the strut bolts. There are 3 of them, 2 visible here and then 1 at the back. Okay, so in order to get to the one at the back, we had to remove this rubber trim. So just gonna undo these bolts. There we go, that's one off. This is the second one here. Right, in order to remove the third bolt, push the plenum this way a bit to make space for the socket to go in. So So now I hold on to the strut so it doesn't fall down. There we go, friends. That's the whole strut out of the car. Right, there we go, friends. Our new strut and the old one. Okay, so we're just gonna crack on with it. Right, friends, just gonna compress the spring. We're gonna be using the same spring, coil spring, okay, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the strut we are changing today. Right, there we go, friends. So now we're gonna undo this nut here. Apply WD-40. There we go. Just gonna take the nut off. Okay, that's the old strut mount, the new one. There we go. Just gonna take this sleeve off. We're gonna reuse it on the new one. There we go. The gator slides in like this, like that. Okay, it's a two-piece mount like any other. Okay, so that's how the mount goes in, and then the washer and the nut. Right, so we're gonna use a 19mm socket, and before we start tightening it, I'm gonna lock the actual strut with the vice grippers. There we go, that's good enough. So that's 6mm Allen key and a 19mm spanner. That's good enough. Okay, just gonna remove the vice grip. So now we're gonna undo the clamps. So just make sure that the coil spring sits nicely where it should be sitting. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna use so we're gonna use the ratchet to undo the clamps. So a little bit on this side first, and then this side. That's the coil spring nicely secured, and the strut is ready to go back into the car. There we go, friends. This is how it goes in. I haven't completely tightened the bolt at the back. Uh, once I secure all 3 bolts, then I'm gonna tighten them. So just gonna line up just like that. There we go. There we go. So just gonna tighten them now. That's good enough. Just gonna do the one at the back. There we go, friends, that's good enough. Okay. So just gonna tighten the last bolt here. There we go, that's good enough. So we are done here at the top. So just gonna put this trim back. So the way trim goes in is like this. Like that. Okay. Nice and easy. Just gonna push the cover back and just screw it. There we go, that's the screw it fitted. Just gonna push it down. That's nicely secured. Okay, so we're gonna go under the car now. Right, friends, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift the hub up like this and then line it up just like that. There you go. That's one bolt in place. The other one, just gonna wiggle it. There we go. That's the second bolt in place. Just gonna clip in the ABS sensor cable on both sides. The brake pipe, just gonna slide in the brake pipe clip. Right, so that's the brake pipe clip secured. So the next bit is to secure these two main bolts, which is gonna secure the hub to the strut. Just gonna use 18mm socket to secure these two bolts. Just gonna do the bottom one now. Right, so now just gonna use a breaker bar to do the final torque. There we go, friends, that's good enough. Just gonna do the top one now. There we go, friends, that's that. Nicely secured now. Okay, and the last bit is to secure the anti-roll bar linkage. Okay, just gonna spray little bit WD-40. Right, so this one is a 15mm nut, so just gonna secure it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the 15mm spanner to lock the pin in place. There we go, friends. That's nice and tight. Okay, friends, there we go. That's the new strut fitted in no time. Okay, we didn't change the coil spring because there was nothing wrong with the coil spring. Thank you very much for watching the video.